Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions, the 11th of November 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. The 11th of November 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26. I advise you to put your seatbelts on. Friday, Sadani tells the Iraqi citizens, I got you. I promised you purchasing power. It's coming. Then Saturday, Alack, we have no intentions of raising the 3 zeros. That's not our plan. Then Sunday, Sadani comes on Channel 1 and Channel 8 and tell the Iraqi citizens, I got you. We still have the intentions to lift the 3 zeros, to add value, and give you purchasing power that I promised you, and we've already started it and it's going to be completed in the fourth quarter of 2025. 20 minutes later, Alack comes out on the same channel as he says, no, I'm not doing that. Then, Alack basically gave up, says we officially announced the lifting of the 3 zeros. I give up. You can see the tennis volleying back and forth between Sadani and Alack in the articles. The 11th of November 2025. Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, one of my contacts in Iraq, says it's his belief that right after the elections they will pull the trigger. They will have a caretaker government and they can't say that they did it to change elections. The 11th of November 2025. Newshound Guru Tishwash article. The Iraqi dinar without zeros. The Central Bank of Iraq launches a historic reform. Quotes. The Central Bank of Iraq has officially confirmed that it is moving forward with its long-awaited 00 project, a massive financial reform that will fundamentally reshape the country's economy and its standing on the global stage. The real shift occurs in the subsequent adjustment of the exchange rate. The central bank has developed several scenarios, with internal studies predicting that the floating dinar could stabilize automatically at a value in the distant future between 3.22 and 4.25 dinars to the dollar. The 10th of November 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Iran's Guardian Council just approved a bill that they passed today to remove and delete 4 zeros from their exchange rate. Frank. Trump is affecting every currency on this planet Earth that wants to do business with the United States of America. The 10th of November 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru FNU. LNU. Everyone is getting all lathered up over this rumor of new nodes. From my investigation, the only sources of this report come from YouTube videos that do provide any provenance. There are no official CBI, GOI, de la Rue, or IMF articles or references. There are no currently running press releases or television commercials to be found. I believe what we are witnessing is a hype-up campaign. If these reports were true, there would be evidence and provenance in the way of official press releases. What we have, folks, is a sophisticated hype event, as every AI-generated YouTube dinar channel is running with the same story, with zero proof. The RV is not imminent. The 10th of November 2025. Guru Nader from the Mideast article. Iraq dinar. Gov attempts to preserve value. The only way to keep the value, to get the value stronger, is by change the exchange rate. The only way to preserve a value, to get better value, is by consign the rate and their money and their currency. That's the only way they can do that. The 10th of November 2025. Newshound Guru Pimpy. Al-Sadani has provided the most stable political economy and investment environment Iraq has seen in a very long time. In order for this to continue, Al-Sadani needs to be put back in office, because if the coordinating framework puts in one of their own, I can guarantee you we go all the way back to square one. These elections are something we need to keep an eye on. Let's hope Sadani gets back in there. Because if he doesn't, there's a good possibility we start all over with square one once again. The 10th of November 2025. Newshound Guru Militiaman article. Al-Sudan balances US and Iran for stronger Iraq. It's a big picture situation. The Prime Minister Al-Sadani is working to keep Iraq independent, balancing US and Iran influences to avoid wars and build a stable country. Al-Sadani have been relatively neutral. He's not stepping on any one party's feet. He's been very successful in that, and I think the world knows that. He's done a really good job. In the polls already he's 60% win. That's pretty big. The 10th of November 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNU. My friend just called me and she said the folks in the consultancy firms advising Iraq are kicking around the notion of tokenizing the IQD. Will they? Won't they? Nobody knows. The idea is being kicked around, so I will let you know as soon as I am told. Talk about simplifying things. This would take all the current traps involved in a classic RV and could be done right away. With little to no friction. This is a classic case of need versus utility. Lovin' it. Question. What would the implications be for the paper currency? Nothing really, for paper money. It would be for the international community and cross-border payments, and could easily be the way in which Iraq pays out revalued note exchanges. It would remove all the friction, as you could simply experience a deposit into your bank account where the token was adjusted and converted into USD in a matter of seconds. Real-time transference as you stand there making your exchange. The 10th of November 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq boots on the ground report. Omar. With all the news again about the huge amounts of money hoarded in Iraqi homes, this issue of lack of liquidity will be resolved soon. Remember they told us about deleting zeros. Frank. It's a simple solution. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how to get those mattress dinars. They know how. The 10th of November 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru Walking Stick, update from banking friend Aki. There is a tender out, in Iraq, asking for the redesign for these new coins to be minted. When you asked me if I have seen the lower notes yet, I told you yes, but I want you to know you have already seen them as well. We voted on these new notes. I was part of it. The voting on the remnants, history, color, size, shape, security features, all of it. You saw them 3 weeks ago when the CBI released them. The design on those are exact. We don't know why they didn't put them on the CBI website yet. The 10th of November 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru Walking Stick, update from banking friend Aki. The CBI has been working with the United States Treasury on this rendering. We worked on the design, but the Treasury has helped Iraq get them printed. These are the meeting topics we've been having with the CBI and many of your people. Trump is the one pushing all of this on us. Walking stick. How long is it going to take to mint these coins? Aki. We actually have what we need, but we are still minting. It's been being done for quite a while now, the coins, but we're finishing them up. I'm still waiting to see the rest of it. 1110 to 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article by Drive, Subi Jabara. The Iraqi dinar without zeros. The Central Bank of Iraq launches a historic reform. Quote. The Central Bank of Iraq has officially confirmed that it is moving forward with its long-awaited 0-0 project, a massive financial reform that will fundamentally reshape the country's economy and its standing on the global stage. The central bank governor emphasized that the project is not mere speculation but a concrete initiative that has generated considerable enthusiasm and interest in international financial circles. This ambitious project aims to rename the Iraqi dinar by removing 3 zeros from its nominal value to better reflect the country's growing economic strength. This move, which has been the subject of rumors for years, is currently under active development. The 10th of November 2025 Newshound Guru Claire economists close to the central bank indicate that both options remain on the table. The choice will depend on the government's strategic priorities, whether it favors a gradual, market-driven adjustment or a swift and decisive reset. Either path would trigger one of the most significant currency transformations in the modern Middle East. The Iraqi economy is at an evolutionary turning point. While the precise implementation timeline remains confidential, the confirmation that the project has begun indicates that implementation is closer than ever. The phrase "removing zeros" represents one of the most ambitious and complex financial engineering projects in the country's modern history. The central bank is not just changing numbers, it is redefining how Iraq interacts with the global economy. The world is watching closely. The 10th of November 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. The Prime Minister did indeed give a speech today confirming the upcoming changes on the Iraqi currency exchange mechanism as a go. He highlighted everything is being put into place and it will be completed before 2026. The big news is the revaluation process is actually set to start rolling out by the fourth quarter of this year. Frank, guess what quarter we're in? Fourth, Firefly. With the Central Bank of Iraq preparing all the necessary steps for this transition, all the groundwork will be done ahead of 2026. The 10th of November 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, comment. Iraq elections are on Tuesday. Mark Z. Article. Last-minute pressures. Washington holds its breath ahead of Iraq's elections. They don't rule out that the Trump administration is exerting pressure to try to make it work. The US is doing its best for Sadani. It does look like he is over the 60% he needs now. So the US is putting its full support behind the guys who wants to raise the purchasing power of the dinar, or RV its currency. The 10th of November 2025 Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now. Redemption centers are gonna have better rates, on the Dawn in dinar, at least on the dinar. The 10th of November 2025 Newshound Guru Tishwash article. Al-Sabri. The next parliament is required to legislate the oil and gas law. Quote. MP Hussein al-Sabri affirmed on Saturday that the upcoming parliament is required to overcome all political differences and proceed with enacting the oil and gas law. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net